Systemic racial injustice. Listen, it's not gonna be those boring videos, especially that make all y'all motherfuckers laugh. But listen, this whole heroin thing about, no offense, white kids dying on overdoses. The majority of heroin addicts nowadays are white children. And that's an awful thing for anybody to be on a drug like that. Crystal meth, crack, cocaine, and heroin, it's just terrible. Not judging because I have a past, but those big stuff like that, I never did. Anyway, no one gave a fuck, okay, about black and Spanish children killing themselves in overdoses back in the 80s and 90s. No one gave a fuck. All they did was open up methadone clinics and shit like that. But nobody ever gave a fuck. Heroin was around the Bronx and a lot of ghettos since the 20s and 30s when the government of the United States brought the heroin in so that all the people in the ghettos, to be distributed in the ghettos, so all the people in the ghettos could get addicted and die off, so that the white race can continue living and existing in the U.S. Now, it's not that I don't care about these white children dying, teenagers of heroin overdoses or anything, but you know what? It takes a tribe to raise a child. And for all those parents now in their 50s and 60s who could have made a difference to the black and minority groups in the ghettos to get help, they didn't do that. They didn't care because it was a Spanish and black problem. Now that Spanish and black problem that was brought by the U.S. nation, the United States, has spread over the lines into the suburbs. And now everybody's crying. Oh my God, children are dying or overdosing. No one gave a fuck, like I said, about our kids. It's systemic racism. It comes from the very top. The government used to make, back in the day, whites fear anybody that was not white. That mindset stayed for centuries till this day. This is why we still see on TV right now shit about racism that we shouldn't be going through. Okay? If the middle class white and rich white people cared enough about the situations that were going on in the ghetto and fixed the ghetto would have never crossed lines over to the suburbs. It takes a tribe to raise a child, my people. So if you see your next door neighbor's child in problems and you see that they have a good parent that's willing to accept, to hear what you're saying, then you should help out. Everybody needs help in this world. And if you don't help anything or do anything for the next person, para el prójimo, what do you think is going to happen to your kids and your grandchildren when they're being raised with these animals that are addicted to drugs? Get it together, America. Get it together.